Hey everyone, welcome to another Strap Search. Thanks for tuning in. This week I'm going to start off, I've got my 1,000 in singles. I'm going to get to these in 1 second, but I want to talk about this week's hint. It should be an obvious hint. This is buyer beware, okay? Whenever you want to buy something, do a little bit of research before investing some money. Last night I was flipping through the channels and I saw something that said Coin Collector, so I turned it on, and it was one of the shopping shows or whatever you want to call them, and they were selling this. This is a hardbound bicentennial set. Okay, these are 40% proof coins, 40% silver proof coins. You can see by their mirror finish. Proof is not a grade. We'll start that way. Proof is simply a minting process. The coins are struck twice to give that glossy finish. They use a special planchet. The planchet is what a coin is before it's minted to be a coin, a blank. Anyway, this is a bicentennial proof set. It's 40% silver. Comes in this nice little carrying case. I can flip over it, show you the back. The bicentennial quarter, the bicentennial $1 coin there. These are all from the S series, San Francisco Mint. Now, I bought this at a garage sale for about $5. I looked it up recently, and it books out at roughly $30 or so in this particular case, and that's retail. Retail on something like this would be about $30. Neat little carrying case. On TV, they were selling these for $79.99, and I believe it was $5.99 shipping. So you're talking $86, $87 for this. Okay, so no matter what the hype guy says on TV, do your research. Nothing is as good as it seems. If it was that good, he wouldn't have that many of them, and why would he be giving them away if these were worth hundreds of dollars? He'd be silly to do that. So anyway, buyer beware. This is not worth $80 plus shipping. This is worth maybe $30 on the high side. With that being said, let's get to this week's search. 1,000 singles. Already gone through them. Set them aside. See what came out of there. Found a number of quads. Quad 1s. Quad 6s. Quad 7s. And a 2001 bill with quad 8s. Found a bunch of trinaries. This one was almost a repeater. 0s, 6s, and 9s. You can see it starts off with a 0, then you've got 690, 6, and then 690. Still a trinary, though. A trinary with 0s, 1s, and 3s. 2009 on that one. Trinary with 2s, 4s, and 6s. A little bit of an overprint there on the 4. This was a neat trinary. 7773, 7776. 3s, 6s, and 7s. Almost a repeater. But still a trinary, 6 7s, all kinds of reasons to like this bill. Another trinary here, this one's an alternator, 7 6, 7 3, 7 3, 7 3, almost a perfect alternator, but a trinary nonetheless, and 7s as every other number. Would have been nice to see 73, 73, 73, 73. But you've seen how many bills I've gone through so far in this series. And to find stuff like that is difficult, but it's out there. Another trinary that's also an alternator. This is 2s, 5s, and 8s. But I mean, if you notice, you've got 8, 2, 8, 2, 5, 2, 2, 2, with 2 being every other number. So another alternator there. Did find a star note. Let's see. 2013 star note, lower number 2013 star note. Be interesting to check out these. Another 2013. I did show you guys in one of my other series how to look up the star notes, so when you see the numbers that I'm showing here, feel free to look them up for yourself. Found a couple birthday notes. This one's really crisp. This one would be April 30th, 1934. Found another one that would be May 18th, 1989. It's a little closer to now. Another one, this one could go either way. This one, well, no, it couldn't. This one would be October 15th, 1983. Found some older bills. This was a 1999. I believe all the old bills I found were 1999. Somebody wrote on this one, so that'll go away. 99, a little better. This one's got the hard crease. That's a little rough. And you can see how limp this particular one is. 1999. And another one, even with a tear on the top here. So that's what I found this week in my strap search. So let's bust out something from my bigger collection. This is a 1917 $2 bill. Yes, this is still one of the large size notes. If I bring out one of the regular notes here, you can see the huge difference in size. $2 bill, 1917. This was actually one of the more popular notes. This particular design came out in 1874, and the only thing that changed between 1874 and this particular note of 1917 right there was the signatures. So this bill was in existence and in circulation, or this image of a bill was in existence and in circulation for a long time. You can see this bill isn't in the greatest of shape. It is a legal tender note. You can tell that because of the red seal here. You can tell that because of the red serial numbers. It does have some rust damage here in the center. And this does look kind of washed out. This bill probably got wet at some point in time. So not the greatest bill in the world. Let me show you the back. That's the back of this one here. Definitely a circulated bill. Still kind of neat to have something from back then. This is, like I said, 1917. But what I found interesting about this particular bill, well, before we go too far, let me zoom in here. You can see the people walking, the horse-drawn carriages. It looks like right here, a horse-drawn bus. Just neat imagery that they used. You can see the women right here in their white dresses. Guy on horseback with his top hat on. I mean, just neat stuff when you dive into the artwork that's into these bills. Jefferson, of course, being the president on this bill. But what I wanted to discuss was the fact that it's missing a corner. You can see that clear as day right there. I used to think that this was just wear and tear, but I also noticed that there are a lot of $2 bills that seem to have a lot of missing corners. And I don't use $2 bills nowadays, and I don't know how many people actually do. They are still out there. They're still legal tender. You can still spend $2 bills. But it seemed that there was a high number of bills, $2 bills, that I was finding that were literally missing corners just like this. So I did a little homework in that. And it turns out that people were very suspicious of $2 bills. When people would have stacks of money, they would put their ones in one pile, their fives in another pile, the tens in a pile, and so on down the line. But they didn't have a whole lot of $2 bills, and the $2 bills tended to intermingle with the singles. And what would happen is people would forget that they put a $2 bill with the singles, and when they'd return a stack to the bank, instead of returning 100 singles, they'd return 95 singles and 5 $2 bills and end up shortchanging themselves. So that seemed to make $2 bills a little bit unlucky. To have a $2 bill was just asking to lose money. Asking to lose money on something like that, of course, back in 1874, when these were first around, became to be known as somewhat of a curse. So a superstition and curse, surrounded $2 bills. Well, how do you break a curse? Well, you tear the corner off the $2 bill. By tearing the corner off of a $2 bill, if you're going through a stack of bills, you're going to notice, as I do right away, whenever you go through, you'll spot a torn corner on a bill. You'll spot part of that bill missing. And that would be a subtle reminder that, hey, you've got a $2 bill. So that superstition and that curse of the $2 bill is why you'll see so many $2 bills with missing corners. Well, that's what I've got for you guys this week. If you learned something new, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're just visiting. And if you like what you see, tell your friends, because I try to do 1 or 2 of these every week. As long as my collection keeps growing and as long as I've got stories to tell, I'll be more than happy to put them out there for you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.